Okay, welcome everyone. It's Enrico Janko. I'm the Signal, and we're just streaming the market, just checking out what's going on right now. It's the real-time binary options instrument, all boy, and we're just looking at what's going on in the market real quick. All right, let me bring up the whole screen, maybe. Alright, so I'll leave it on this screen while we're just inspecting the market. Right now we're just watching. Alright, so we'll get back into all of this shortly. Alright. Actually I'm dropping frames and stuff here. I think I got too much stuff open, but we'll see. Hopefully the stream ends up okay. We're just in the market watching right now. Most likely be pretty silent for a little bit as we watch. It's December 16th, Sunday. Deep into the holiday season, so we know the risks that we take being into the market at this particular instance. You never really want to be in the market at holiday season, especially on a Sunday night. Everyone knows that the only people really in the market at this time right now are retail traders. So the market is allowed to be manipulated somewhat. And when I say manipulated, is it being manipulated directly against you? Well, it's being manipulated directly against people sort of just like you, that fit your profile. Right? So we're going to fix a lot of that with the real-time binary options instrument. My goal with all this is to make you the signal, just like I represent that I am the signal. So the big journey is to actually make you feel like really what it is to be like a pro trader. And I want to get you to that skill level in a week's period, 1 week's time. So you see right now how the market is just totally jittery, jumping up and down. That's untradeable, really. Or it's not something I would put my money on confidently, right? So that's why we just watch. And while we watching it, we can also just look and see what the real-time binary option instrument, how it actually handles this type of behavior, to see if there's any rhyme or reason to it. Anyway, let's go down to the 1 minute level. Let's get a little closer look at what's going on in the market. Right? Our boy says that we should be looking possibly at a sell at 25.83 would be a safe spot, possibly. So 83 is not enough pricing on it, so 81 would be the price. It's 7:15, which is a psychological time, so I would be very careful in taking any trade at that time. But we will still watch to see if our boy is correct in his assessment of a sale at this time. So and one of the great things about using our boys is that if you can just imagine that every time you sat down to trade, you had the expectations of winning. You see, that's amazing. That alone right there, that type of confidence. Just real quick, just want to see this 81 just to bring it up so we can look at it while I'm talking. Just that confidence of having confirmations of your trades will will skyrocket what you're doing in the market. It will completely transform the way that you're trading now. All right. So I will be looking at this particular trade because it's under 81. I see we got a little two-sided trading right there, but now I feel very confident about it. Only thing, it's 7.15, so I wouldn't take it, but I'm normal. I'll be feeling real good about this trade at this particular juncture. I see this two-sided trading keeps popping up, so that would give me a little recourse if this was a real situation where I was actually going into the market. The fact that that two-sided trading started at that point. But we're pretty much looking pretty good at this juncture with it. The other side of that two-sided trading is occurring, so probably been pretty good. And I would look at this for a confirmation and see if my instrument is calibrated with the market. Once I start seeing that, I know I passed a very critical juncture, because now my level of just confidence in what I'm going to be able to do in the market together in conjunction with our boy is going to be much easier. Just going to be a much simpler go at it. All right? So that's very important. Nothing like, man, after all these years, I can now, feed my family from anywhere and be self-sufficient, just having a laptop and be with access to prices. So it's life-changing. Life-changing. It's metamorphic. So we saw our boy do a confirmation there, so that's good. I like to see that what the software is seeing and what the market is seeing is pretty much equal. All right, so see what goes on. Like I said, it's a seasonal thing. That's a bad word, right? Seasonal thing, but at this time of the year, the markets can just be really erratic. So we have to confirm even twice more, thrice more than we would normally. Normally we might just confirm once or twice and take the trade, but I'm telling you, at this stage, late in the quarter, nothing to really play with. Nothing to be really rash about. You see how just that you really can't see it too much, but if you're watching closely, you just see how jittery that is. You just see how jittery it is. So let's see what it looks like over here in 1 minute. Quick. 1 minute is, our boy still signals a buy at 25.77. Let's see what that looks like over here real quickly. 25.77. That even on here? Yeah, actually 79 is what's in play. 79 is right on the cusp, so you can't mess with that. So 77 is actually what would be in play. See, this is exciting with the real-time binary option instrument, because it's going to put you in the area of a great trade, just like a professional trader would be. In the area. Then it's up to you and the software of whether you want to take the trade or not, whether you feel confident enough to be in the trade or not. So just a beautiful synergy that you get once you start really just learning your instrument properly. Just get a beautiful synergy in the market. Let's see what we got going on. A little two-sided trading going on there. So I'm just looking at that. Let's take another little peek. Excuse me. Yeah, forgive me, I have a little cold also. Usually when it turns all the way around on our boy, it's usually good in the really good trade in that opposite direction. Excuse me. I'm stuck in my throat. So as you see, we got very heavy sales. Sellers being very dominant right now, right? So we'll be on that. We'll be looking at that. The level of dominance they have there. So we'll be looking at that. It went down a little erratic. It wasn't very smooth. And because of the time, we always have to be waiting for the buyers to jump in there and start taking profit. Or not even the buyers, the sellers start taking profit, which is going to make some buyers go on. So we have to look at that. See some two-way trading start to go on there. If you're watching the software, you see this part, this background part. The background part shows the overall pressure in the market. These red circles right here shows the immediate pressure. And this line, not the orange one. The orange one is like a pace car. This line will turn red or green as to whether a buy or sell is in play. Oh, excuse me. Goodness. Let's look over here. Let's hop over onto the 1 minute. See what we got going on here. And our boy signaling a buy at this time, 25.74, which is like 73. That won't be on the map, so we're up here at 77.75. I wouldn't trust 77. I would like 75, but probably wouldn't get that at this time, so we'll wait. See what how our boy responds to it. He did say a buy, so, and his buy was all the way down here at 73, the first price, right? Our boy is always going to give us the lowest buy and the highest sell point, and then we have to work our way from there. We see 77 right here. All right, we're watching that. So 77 is where the market is at right now. Like I said, 77, I would be a little careful with it. And yes, see, because of that, market is usually likes to be magnetized to the 25, like 75, especially if we're in a downtrend. Psychological number. All this you will learn in a real-time binary option instrument. You got to understand, kept us pretty safe because it said this. It told us, let us know that the safe spot was 73. Right? That's what it considered the safe spot. Right? So if you look right here, you could see it says 745. So we got to go all the way down to what we could get to, which is 73. We don't go up, we go down. So that's 73, 74, 75 would have been good, right? So our boy will keep us in the area of a very good trade, just like the professionals. I tell you, you're going to go from not seeing any trades at all to seeing every possible trade that you can I guess find, and it'll be vice versa also. You go from where you are now falling for every trap to avoiding all the traps and gambits that got set for you. All right? Let me turn this on real quick. Hold on one second, I'm going to turn this on.
Welcome. This service is provided by freeconferencecall.com. There is 1 host and 2 participants in this conference. Please announce yourself.
What's going on, everyone? It's Enrico Janko. I'm the Signal. And we're just in the market, just watching right now. Hopefully it's not echo going to be cast on here because I'm also streaming on another camera, so that's why I didn't have anything on really. But while we got things on, we might as well talk about the market, what we're seeing in the market, and how this whole instrument is going to help us all get to from where we at now to actually having good confirmations in the market and being able to trade confidently. Right now we're watching this little area of the market. The market is dropping right there. There's a little decline going on. Let me see what it looks like on this 5 minute real quick. Okay. See, we're kind of at the bottom of that. We're still looking at a buy possibly at 25.73, huh? That's what our boy is talking about. Let's look at that. We'll see what it goes on with that. It's 7:30 psychological time, so we have to be careful in the market at that time. You know how I feel about psychological times. Oh, we got a nice push right here at that. What's that, about 75? See two-sided trading start to jump into the mix. Our boy gave us a buy at 73, so 75 is the push. Very good. I'm pretty sure as you watch along with this, it's going to be a turning point in all your trading. And you're going to just trade better than mostly everyone else. And I don't say that just because it's something to say. I just know it's going to be true. I've seen it happen enough times. So I wanted 70 to 75 was kind of like the look I was looking at. As we go on, I just always the disclaimer into the market right now is the most terrible time to be trading Sunday holiday season, the deep into the holiday season. So everyone knows that the only people in the market is us Indians, retail traders. So we must be very careful. With that being said, we are traders and we're here to do business. And hopefully our boy helps us stay out of a lot of trouble in the market. Watch as this goes on. Like this nice little push right now. That little push was from what, 25? Maybe we shoot up to about 29 or something of that nature. Who knows? I like to watch and see these move in mostly 4 pip increments, right? And that's because that's what the day traders, the scalpers, like to look for. 4 pip increments that make sure they get their spread and just enough to profit. Right here we saw the decline in the market, and then it was turned around with this small rally right here. So we're gonna watch that rally, see what happens, see if it gets turned back around or not. Right now you see in the background the overall, pressure is down. Shows it right here on the 15 also. So overall down pressure, right? And it just turned like that in last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half an hour or so. This is that little rally we saw right here. This is the next part of it. We see some two-sided trading being introduced into the market right at 25.78. Let's go down to what our boy is looking at and what he expresses himself, herself. Actually, our boy is not a boy. Our boy's name is actually Beatrice, but that's a whole nother story. 25.76, so that should be about 25.75. That probably won't be on the map for us, right? 25.75. No, but we could get 25.77 possibly. So we'll pay attention to that and just watch that for a minute. All right. A little two-sided trading going on. Let's just bring it up on the scope. See what it looks like on a ticket. Market's at 25.78. Got two-sided trading coming up there. 79. I'll put some numbers in my ticket on this one. So a couple of confirmations. I put 10 contracts here. If you see the sizes, you probably won't even probably get that many in. So why even, why even do it, right? The most I saw was about 4, so I'll put it on that. Right now, I probably won't get in right now anyway. So I'll probably just hold tight. And being that it's this time, might have had it gotten in a little early, but I don't like this little push right here. This is not, I don't want to be in while it's just doing that whole push down. We never really like that. Even though it might be still just a winning trade, we always want to be extra cautious. Like I said, the market can be manipulated at this time. All right? But we want to always get our confirmation from our boy that our directional trade of what our boy is suggesting that we do is correct. Then when we make our assumptions in the market and they match up, then we know we got something great going on. All right? So that's why it's not going to take very long for any of you to reach a better, a crazy level of skill compared to others. It's not going to take that long. I want to put a time frame of a week on it. That's what I want my time frame to be. But we'll see how it all pans out. And if you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, issues, please let me know. I'm always open to knowing more about how to serve you effectively in this market. So we saw the push up right here, right? Then we see the reverse of it, right? So first we got, actually let's go through the whole sentence really. You got one, so they got that push down, a good push down, then a reverse of that one, then they reverse it again. So now we're watching at this point right here. But remember what I said, we was like on that 85, they like to buy up those 4 pips, right? So we just look at what we got. Right here, so you see this all the jitter in this area, right? So our boy suggests 25.75 again. 75 won't be there, so 77 would be the number that we will be looking at. And we could probably take it now, be early in the game, and just stick around and wait and so forth and so on. My style, I guess you like to call it, I'd like to wait. But you can gain confidence in taking them earlier and stick around. And a lot of those trades would be even simpler than trades that I get into. So that's why I like to actually love this instrument, because it's going to give you some really good trades. And the part that's really on you is just being confident with just taking it. You see about 70. You figure out 75% of the trades, 73 to 75, between 73-77% of the trades, just right off the back of what our boys suggest is going to be good trades. They're going to win. Your discretion of knowing when the market is at climaxes is going to push you over to like the 90% level, just like that. And then your frequency of trading, if you just take 1 or 2 trades, maximum maybe 3 trades a day, is going to put you over like the 98th percentile. So that's kind of how that's going to work for you. And it's going to happen pretty quickly. So 79, you see, we won't, it's not something I want to actually be in on 79 because of the force of the market. Our thing was 75 and 77, right? Both of them looked like they was good, so we had to be in there just earlier, and we elected not to do that, so it's all cool. Anytime we elect to just hang around on the side of the market until we feel just comfortable, it's okay. I like to just wait till I get to see exactly what I want to see. And as you get more familiar with the instrument, you're going to get comfortable with what you like to see. For the start of it all, you're going to see a lot of things that I like to be comfortable with, and that's going to, put you into place. But as you go on further, it's going to be like what you want to see, because you're going to see things that I'm not looking for. Just as in going in the trade early. Like I might not be looking for that, but you might be looking for that and decide that's where you feel safer. And it is a safe spot because our boy recognizes that as a safe area and says that, well, you can go there and just sit and wait. So there's many uses for the real-time binary option instrument. And as we go on, we'll explore more and more of it. But my hope and my goal is really to make you the signal just like I am, and make it where what we're doing is going to be completely transforming for your trading business. I want to make it where people you're able to leverage what you know, so you can really feed your family. Go to the grocery store and feed your family from what you do. Actually pull out withdrawals. See how it got all crazy jittery, so. But that's a big thing with me also. I like to make sure I make withdrawals. Make sure that money comes in. I mean, your money pulls out just as easily as you put it in there. $25.75. What our boys talking. We get 77, but this is 7:45. I don't do 7:45s because 7:45 is another psychological time, and things could get rather erratic. Could get rather erratic. If you looked at what we was looking at, that looks like a little erratic behavior to me. So we know that we're looking for a buy, but we also know things are erratic. It's a psychological time. So our best plan of action is just to wait till the next 5-minute binary. But we will watch it to see what happens and how, and see if our boy is right about what's going on, which is another buy at 75. Presently 77 was the last, was what you was able to get. So let's see if it stays over 77 actually. Right? Okay, so it seems like our boy gave us plenty of good confirmations, right? Plenty of good confirmations, and gave us nice areas of safety to place trades. And just those two things alone will give you so much confidence in what you're doing. It's going to be evolutionary. Like, you're going to notice how each time you get to the market and you get these confirmations, you're going to just feel just so much better about taking your trade. And it's going to be like that. They're going to be poof. They're just going to be there. Places when you used to sit down for hours and hours and could not find a trade, you're just going to have a trade. So if you have other things to do in life, like this is what you do on the side, you're going to be able to do it, and you're going to be able to do it and actually make a very good income doing it if you do it well. If you do it well. And you're going to be able to do it well. No problem. You will be. You'll see me doing this every day. You go to the video channel, you'll see I have a bunch, maybe over 500 videos so far. Winning. So before I even got to the point of that, it was thousands of videos of losing consistently. So if I could get you just to the winning part of it before having to go through all that losing, you're going to be, in just in a terrific spot. 2581, I'm just looking at real quick. So we're up there. So we're at 2577. I'm going to take that one. I would be 79. I'd be more satisfied with, but okay. It's got 2 minutes and change. Yeah, I would just leave that alone too, probably. Even though 7 looks like a nice little buy up going on there. Let's not get enough push for me. So we stand to the side when we don't get what we want. Anytime you don't get what you want, you just gotta fall to the side and just wait. And when you have a waiting game that you don't want to play, you just close up the computer and you don't play the waiting game. You come back and see if the market is more yielding. Got a minute and change left on there. I'm just watching right here. You see the two-way trading going on right at that point. We're right at kissing 25.77. So if you was thinking of someone thinking about 25.77 at some point, they right now they would be in the trade and they would, they'd be uneasy. You never want to be uneasy in the trade. I never like that feeling. No matter how much I trade. Not like having money on the line and everything going against you. Doesn't make a difference if it's $100 or if it's 10,000. The feelings are the same. Especially if it's the last of your ether. And I've been on the side of all of that. Last 100, last 10,000, all on the trade. Just watching this little push up right here. 25.77, maybe to 81 possibly. So I'm looking at maybe 79 if that they get that up. See if our boy agrees with me or not. I like to wait till about the 330, 340, somewhere around. Nothing is that, but I'll get in there about 3 something like that. Let's see. I'm gonna wait because I want to be in it all early. It's gonna make me want to get in what I want to get in early, probably, if everything lines up how we expect it. Oh, you see that push down right there? Let's go look at that. All right, our boy does say that we should be looking at 25.70, 77. All right. We're not going to be nowhere near that, are we? Oh, yes, we are. We're at 25.77 now. Oh, but a heck of a push down right now, right? Well, let's check it out. Let's put it in our sights since we can. Put it in our radar. And let's watch it as it takes place. Not much going on. I'll just put like 6 contracts or something like that. I like going at 88. We'll probably end up being priced out. You see right here, nice little. I like to see that nice little rejection right there. Let's see if two-way trading starts to pop in. A bit of it did, but so far we look fine. Now we're priced out of it right now, so you got to kind of be in there kind of early. And now it's going to probably run on us. So we might still get in. It might give us like one more shot, maybe. But like I said, you get the confirmation, you see what happens. You see what will happen. This is probably just a runaway market, just run away on you. Well, we got so many we got plenty of confirmations tonight. Just so many. Let's see the rejection coming through at 81, right? Where did this start from? Down here, right? Right. Let's see what the low is. This is the low. 77, 25, 77, about 4 pips, 81. Right. Beautiful when the numbers just line up. When the numbers line up. The numbers line up, but it ain't about math though. It's just about structure and symmetry. It's very artistic. Such a level of beauty in the market. It's nasty though. It's nasty. It has ripped me apart many times. All right. We're getting many confirmation. The market is moving. It's moving somewhat smoothly. Let's check things out. 81. See what's going on this 15-minute real quick. See, I was thinking this was going to eventually break down again. Like another decline, I thought. Right now it's in a rally mode. And it's above that right there. It's above this one, this candle. Well, it was. Okay. Let's stay on that side then with it. You'll hear me talking and sometimes mumble rapping to myself about what's going on in the market. Let's see this incline right here, introducing two-sided trading into the market. Still see that downside pressure. You notice it right there by the red marking. Let's go into 1 minute, get a little closer to this, see what's going on. All right. You can move all this right here. See, it doesn't affect what's going on. None of these lines are affected. So you can move this price all around right here. So it's nothing, right? Right now we're looking at, it says a sell at 25.83, right? We won't be nowhere near that, right? So it'll be a sell though at 79. We will be looking at. 8 o'clock, another psychological time. Usually at that time, the market likes to run in one direction. So many times, if you're right, you're extra right. If you're wrong, you're totally wrong. A lot of times. Nothing that we say in the market is like all the way. It happens like this all the way in stone because we're dealing with people. And if anything just happened all the time, just like that, stone, people would find out about it, and it would work its way out of the market. So it's at 8 o'clock time, like I said, psychological time. So you got to be careful. So more than likely, I won't be doing anything. But if something very confirming comes up, we might do something. So we was in sell mode. So sell mode at. We wanted 83, 81, possibly in play. 79, they two-way trading going on 79. There's a couple other things I want to code into our boy also. So it's a couple of places that I know in the market that I want you to have a clue to. I want you to be glued into. So we see that drop. Let's see if our boy is right on that. It's not nothing I'm going into. I'm just looking. Just want to see what the drop looks like. Okay, I just want to see what it looks like. $79.2. That's that push right there. Probably stay over 79 now after that. Huh? It did. Oh yeah. Did it? Let's see what it did. Did it stay over 79? Sure it did. That two-sided trading though. So 79, maybe go up to 25, 79, 83 maybe. So I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that. I got my eye. I got my eye on that. I'm gonna take a pic. Okay, let's see what happens with this next one, right? It's 15 minutes. Like I said, it had that little buy there. That made me think it's some more buyers possibly in the market. Our boy is looking at right now a sell at 25.81. Yeah, okay. Let's see what it looks like then. Cause we way past that right now. Yeah, it's starting. This is a run, most likely. See what happens with this. Well, if you notice, this might be like oh shoot, about to say it might be like a climax. Because usually what happens at like climax areas, our boy would usually be the opposite of what it is. So he'll be wrong, but he'll be totally wrong. But he said 81, and now we down here. So ooh, I don't even know what to tell you. Like I said, market's totally erratic right now. So us even, attempting what we're attempting in the market right now is a little crazy. See two-sided trading entering in the market right there, so gotta look at that. Might get a nice little upward rally behind all this, who knows? I'm sticking around for a little bit. I might see something that offers us some legitimate opportunity. I mean, it was many times we had trades and places to get in, but as I said, the level of care we should place with our money when trading often is overlooked, even by myself. So on a Sunday, I wish to bring it to the forefront and let it resonate throughout the rest of the week. This is, I believe, the last full week of trading, actually, period, until the new year. So there's traders that would love to take our money before the new year, spend it on someone that they love. As I mentioned before, this orange line, it's like a pace line. You don't. Anytime you see the orange, you don't have to pay attention really to the orange. I might even take it out of there. It's more like a pace line. You always want to pay attention to greens and reds, and anything that looks green and red. That's where all the action takes place, and that's what will tell you what to do when and how to do it. Enrico Jenko, IMtheSIGNAL, real-time binary option instrument. We just in the market. We're just watching. Coming down to almost the 4-minute mark. So amazing. It's electrifying, really, the amount of just, good confirmations we get in the market, and it's like our own humanness that'll stop us from really hopping in there, right? It's our own humanness, means like our habits that we already have in place that might stop you from doing the trade, the good trade that is presented right there, and then you wait away and wait to take a trade that's not a good one. Let's go and see what the 1 minute is doing. Looking like we're looking a sell at this time. So 25.83. What is that looking like? 25.83 is on the map. Alright. We're looking at that as 810. Probably have to be in 25.83 a little early if you're going to be in that one. Let me see. Let's see how fast it moves. Yeah, you see it's already phasing out a little bit. So that 2 minutes and change. Now this is one of those ones I was just talking about. 83 looks swell. All boys lets us know that's the safe spot. We was in there at the time of seeing it. We'll just be chilling. So it seems at this particular time in the market, right? So anyway, that's not ours though. We have to look at 81, right? Which is not as fine as 83 is though, right? 83 was fine. She was hot, right? She was hot. So right here we see some two-sided trading coming into the market, so got to be wary of that. I'm looking at 81. Ours was like 83 we said. Right, that's the one we really wanted. So now I got to give this extra confirmation because it's not really what I want. Okay, see two-sided trading coming into play right there. I want to see. Just give me a little bit movement on my side. I might be happy. I didn't really get any movement on my side, so I'm not really happy with that. Let's see what else happens. Let's watch. It went up, right? So now, cases like this, it might still go under, but just because it decided to go upward, closer to me, I'm just going to be just safer, regardless of what the software our boy is saying, because our boy said the safe spot is all the way up at 83. So we down here, we might win, but of course it's not as safe as selling at 83. All right? So that is something we got to be very careful about. Now right here I feel good, right here, because I get that push down right there. I would feel good. A little two-sided trading came back in. Well, we'd probably be all right. Two-sided trading again. Ooh. Okay. Right? So that, you see how you would have felt like being in that one as compared to being in 83, even though 83 was in the beginning. Right? Even though 83 was that way in the beginning, you would have felt kind of better in 83 than you would have been 81, even though you spent more time in 83, because in 83 is actually less risky, even though you stay in there more time, which is more risk. Just like everything in the market, it's always a duality to it. 8:15 psychological time. Don't do anything. And please always remember, we are at the worst periods of time of trading. That's why I'm doing 101 confirmations in the market with our boy right now, because it's this period of time you cannot. I've seen it happen, and it's happened directly to me. All right. So we got, what's that, 3 and change? Let's look what's going on. 3 and change, our boy says we should be buying at 25,782. So what you see, you come down to this 1 minute, you get your color, that tells you what you're going to be doing. Number up here will tell you a safe number, 2578. So we have to go below 78. We don't go up when we sell and we go down. So 77 is what we're looking at. 2577 we will be buying at. It's not on there, so we have to go up to 2579. That's what we'll be looking at. 8:15 again, psychological time. It can be very jittery. It's all on you. That type of thing. It's a little two-sided trade coming in at 7. What is that number? 2581 maybe? What does it get two-sided over here? Right at 80. So this, what's that? Let me see. This might be interesting, right? 8:15 though, I'm not going to do it to myself. And I say that because like those times, though, they can really be, they really could get erratic. You'd be surprised. Like everything will look swell, and the last 40 seconds of something could get erratic at these times. So I'm not going to take a chance right now. Our boy gave us the buy though at 77. Let's see what 79 looks like as we go look at it. Looks like 80 is the number, so 79 should be safe. Got some double-sided trading going on right there at 80 dot whatever also. Yeah, so I mean that looks good. Looks good. Still doing this little creep down, but like I said, that's to be expected. So it probably staying in play because people, you know, they a little shaky on it. They're a little shaky on it, so it probably stay in play. That'll give you a good number on it. Oh, I just want to take that, but I won't take it at that time. You still got to have some level of discipline. Like, I'm not the most disciplined, but we got to have some level of discipline. Like, I really, you know, you really want to take that? Cool. That's another confirmation. Long as I continually get confirmation, like, even if I don't take a trade, I'm just getting continual confirmations all the time. You know what that does for the confidence for when you are ready to take your trade. So if you're just very new to all of this, first day you would just be getting these confirmations, second day you be getting these confirmations, by the third day you might take your first trade, by the fourth day you took a second one, you know, by the week you're trading. Let's see what's up. Okay. I'm a big believer in placing your trades at the right place. Like aim. Like if you, anytime I really usually just aim and fire, then I do a better job than just being willy-nilly with things in the market. So one thing I was looking for is the continued, I want to see if there was going to be continued decline in the market around this point right here. As you see right here, this point right here, you got buying. This is where the two-way trading starts. And so usually when that area really finally breaks, then you'll get a series of good trades, clusters in one direction because it broke an area of two-sided trading. And you'll notice two-sided trading because it'll have spider legs on both sides of the market. One thing to notice always is that when you start seeing candles that look like this, you're going to see, like, they'll flock together. There are going to be other candles look like that too, right? All these candles, until they don't look like that. So those are areas you need to be careful for and might not want to trade. And you might be like, Dad, go on, I want to get my trades in, or whatever. But you see that, you're like, all right, I don't want to trade that. So then you just close up the computer and don't trade. Let's get a little closer. Market's way too erratic to do anything, but our boy is looking at a sale, 25.79. $25.79.9 for a sale. So that'd be 81. That'd be about 81. We'd be looking at 820, right? Let me bring it up on the old jump off here. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see. It's at 802 on a sale. Let's go see what we got. Let's go see what we got. $801. Right now, 801, we got time up. It just popped out of our zone. If it gives us another shot, maybe we can get it, but it just popped. Right when I turned around, just a minute. All right, things like that. You see that happen? Not a big deal, but that was beautiful right there, probably. Let's see how it ends up. We can't always talk too soon. If that one was good right there, if that ends up good, that's a nice. It's a nice lick. It's a nice lick. You went in the bank. It's a nice lick. And you sat still. You see, sat predominantly still for the most part. Okay. Oh boy, you talking that language tonight. You are talking that language tonight. So let's keep watching. I know we taken plenty of time. We spoken and we talked. But the actions we like to take in the market, we like to be decisive. So that being the case, we wait for the market to actually do something decisive. Even though our boy might give us confirmations and tell us that the trades that we see are good, we kind of like the market to do something very decisive. We could live and die with moves like that are just very decisive, because most of the time they're going to bring life to us, because we waited to find out the context of what the market was saying. They're gonna run. So let's see what going on. What they talking about? Talking about a buy. The price 25.77. You won't get that. And after that little run right there. Ooh. Oh, you see that big time rejection come into play? Big time rejection. Oh. No discrepancies, Williams. I see that. Let me see. I'm looking at a little phenomenon, and I didn't even notice myself. A little divergence. That's 77 was the buy number. Let me see what happens. We won't even get 77 because it's already at $90 right there. And it might stick around at 79. So well, who knows? Ooh, excuse me. We'll spend some time together tonight. Looking for this trade, huh? one of the big parts that, you know, talk about a lot is like discipline with trading. But the easiest, I guess the easiest way to even deal with discipline is just to have a predetermined amount you're going to trade and just leave it at that. Win or lose. Excuse me. You say you're going to do 2 trades a day. Win or lose, that's all you do. You say you're going to do 1, that's all you're going to do. That's all you do. And if you're doing that correctly, you're just going to win way more. And you're going to be profitable. And that's the goal of it all, just to be profitable. I mean, in essence, you could take 1 trade tomorrow or today and win it, and don't take another trade the next year, right? Start out the year profitable. Do that every month. You won't be losing anything. And you're probably still doing better than 85% of all of the rest of the trades. Slowly. Slow money builds. Slow money builds faster than you think. As long as it's consistent. Still got a lot of fuzz going on right here. A lot of gray area. A lot of fuzz. See it right here. And this is right here. It's on a 15-minute chart. So, you know, you're getting this like full, nice full candles at this time, right? So, if you look, all these are little chop candles, little centipede, right? And they're still there. Like, not one has been a different type of candle. So, like I said, those type of candles, they kind of like to run together. Pack of wolves running together. Or butterflies, you know. And if you lose trades, these are the type of areas you're going to lose trades in. Trying to trade this. That's where you most likely will lose money. Let's see what it looks like. You already see two-sided trading happening in the market. We're looking down at 25.82 on Thursday, 83. So this 79 right here. Look at it. Just watching. It's right at kissing 25.79, so there's nothing to do there anyway. I know there's going to be many when this happens. Many is going to think, oh, software can't work. There's no way you're going to be able to show people how to legitimately win trades in a week. There's no way you can trade, learn, and teach that quickly. It's going to be a lot of that. We're going to show them that it could be done. I'm showing that it could be done. It's more so the fact of just being diligent in what we're doing in the market, more so than anything. More so than anything. See, I wonder what kind of actual contracts was in this market. We have to be over 25.79. We're at 25.7.9 right now. We got about 10 seconds left in this market. We want to hurry up and get the heck out of here because we ain't supposed to be around. 3, 2, 1. We hit them up. I wonder if we could have got a regular, just our 10 contracts. That's a good trade. It's a good trade. We had to just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And I don't know how many confirmations we got. Matter of fact, I might have to go back and count how many confirmations that we got. We might have got about at least 7. We gotta say at least 5, right? Of confirmations in the market that we got. So that's pretty good. We was able to see how the real-time binary option instrument kind of works in, a different type of condition. It's Sunday. We're in the 4th quarter. Good stuff. Good stuff went on here. I think it's momentous for me. Pretty mind-blowing. We're going to go from really not seeing any trades to seeing a bunch of trades and not seeing where all the traps and pitfalls are to seeing where the traps and pitfalls are. Pretty good stuff right there. Pretty good stuff right there. What else we can get into? There's probably another trade coming up. That's why I'm just sticking around right now. But no, I'm not going to do that. We're going to exercise pure discipline, discipline, and remember that we're not even supposed to be in this area. I only took that particular trade because I've seen so many confirmations of what the market was doing, and I wanted to really just show you, how well that the real-time binary option instrument could work for you. All right. So give me a minute real quick. One last thing. I always forget that. At somewhere, comment on the video. Let me know some information. Let me know what's working for you, what's not working for you. Give me some type of feedback of how I can make this even better. All right? That's Enrico Janko. I'm the Signal, and my goal is to make you a signal. And I really want you to know what it feels like to be a pro trader. All right. See you soon.